recording. Welcome on back, everybody, to another episode of Comic Con Quest. We're back. You saw the title of the video. We saw Kraven, so you don't have to. I guess we can jump right into it, right? Breakdown, review, predictions.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the whole movie, but there's not really a ton to talk about in the plot.
Yeah, I don't know. If we talked about the whole movie, we'd waste your time.
Yeah.
Just like we wasted ours.
So essentially, the whole movie is about the kidnapping of Kraven's brother. And that's it.
Yeah, his brother gets kidnapped and Kraven goes hunting and he kills people and survives things. And it's all their dad's fault in the end. He set it up.
Alright, so thanks for watching.
This movie sucks.
Yeah, it's not great. It's really not great. The writing's really bad. And August, let's just do this, right? Let's bring up some of your favorite moments and least favorite moments. We can start off with your worst moment. What was your worst moment?
Worst moment? When he was talking with Calypso after getting off the plane for the first time. She's like, "We're gonna find him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. No line delivery.
Yeah, it's just like reading a piece of paper. There's a lot of lines in this movie, August. And it's kind of funny, right? Like, it's not terrible, but Russell Crowe is like, "Yeah, this is my son. He sing good, right? Like chameleon. Do anyone." And you're like, okay, guy. Like, that's just this movie. Like, that's like just the writing you're at. He's like,
and then later the son's like, "I've always been a chameleon. That's
Everyone
what you say.
knows.
Everyone knows. It's what I'm good at. So why not be?" I think my favorite one has been my grandmother died and I didn't see a lot of her afterwards. Like, yeah, that's how death works.
yeah, I don't know what to say.
I don't know, man. The CGI sucks all the time.
There was some, like,
every so often there's fine. They made his eyes glow sometimes.
That looked okay. I feel like the scene where he's running through London looked pretty good. Like, that chase scene.
That was fine.
That looked pretty good. Like, even when he slams into the car, like, it looks pretty real.
Yeah, I liked when they were doing the flares in the forest and there was like actual explosions.
Yeah,
there.
was
I appreciated them actually doing that.
So the front of this movie, right, when he kills that dude in prison and he escapes, that looks pretty good.
That was fine.
But that whole 20-minute segment could just be cut out of the movie. Does not need to be there.
No, actually,
brings no value.
The prison segment's 8 minutes,
you
which can watch on YouTube at Sony.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's about 8 minutes, and then there's 20 minutes of exposition on how Kraven got his powers, which could definitely be 5 to 10 minutes, because the plot doesn't start till like 40 minutes into the. I have no idea how long this movie is, but it felt like forever.
It was like 2 hours, and literally, as we said, the whole movie is just his brother being kidnapped. That being said, another funny moment after the prison sequence, and he gets on the plane. And it cuts to black, and then the lion, there's like just like a random lion face come out, and it's like, "Roar."
There's some stock video of the lion, "Roar,"
and then it's like,
Kraven.
Yeah, it's like, I couldn't make that. I couldn't make that up.
It's black and white too. It's not even like, and it has no relevance being there. It just.
I mean, I couldn't write it like. And then when he gets his powers and it like keeps cutting to that one same shot of the lion's blood going into his blood.
In a hole, and we're like coming out of a hole. What the fuck did the hole have to do with anything? How were we in a hole?
It's like a 2003 like music video. Like, so Calypso, he gets his powers from this mystical serum that Calypso gives him. And it's like
just there.
Yeah, Calypso's just there. And it's like just like a 2003 music video the way it's edited, which I guess you could do some stylistic things. I just felt like it didn't fit with the rest of the movie.
It didn't make any sense.
And then, of course, when I thought, like, you don't have to explain to me how he finds Calypso after 16 years, but she goes, "How did you find me?" And he just pulls out the card and he's like, "I'm a hunter.
I hunt people."
That's it.
It's a terrible.
It took you 16 years to do that?
It doesn't. He just finds people, and she's a lawyer. Calypso is a lawyer, and then she's totally okay with him being like, "You should join me and be my partner in murdering people." And she's like, "I'll think about it." Like, what? I thought you were supposed to be a good person.
Yeah, I felt
what
like.
the fuck?
Well, I feel like there are no good people in this movie, but I feel like they could have touched on that character a little more. She's kind of just there, and she kind of just gives him that serum in the forest again after. So, wait.
And any information he needs.
Yeah, let's just backtrack, right? So, she's like, Calypso character in comics, marries Kraven. Kind of a D-list character, whatever. She was like a DA in New York, and then she comes and just decides to be in the underground in London for lawyers of bad guys. They just throw that out there. I felt like there's no explanation.
No, she
anything
feels
really.
like it. She's like, I wanted to do something else, and then does it.
The Foreigner's there.
Foreigner is there.
A character I had no idea who that was. Yeah, we just had. To be fully honest, I just had looked him up and was like, "What is this guy?"
Know. I know who the chameleon is.
But he too. The Foreigner was also like, "I'm always a foreigner wherever I go.
I have no home.
I have no home. I'm always a foreigner."
Okay, bro. The Rhino's in this, and he is certainly in this.
With his little backpack.
He's got a little backpack, and it keeps him from hulking out. I mean, rhinoing out. I mean,
he wasn't that big, to be honest.
No, he didn't. He unplugs his thing that's keeping him human, and then he's just like he just kind of Doritos out.
I felt like that was the only they wrote that in just so they could have a way to kill him. It was just like the exhaust port in the Death Star. Like they were just like. Yeah, and then also he can just control the whole herd of
and he
buffalo
can control
things.
Animals or whatever, something.
Kind of control animals.
He just communes with
They're
them.
homies.
Yeah, there's a wolf at the beginning and they look at each other and he nods at the wolf and the wolf's like, yeah, just peace out.
Peace out. It's
like, oh no, understood. Have a great day. What? His greatest fear is spiders.
Yeah, his greatest fear is spiders.
So when he meets with Spider-Man, he's gonna be real scared.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like, "Oh man, just like the Vision, I'm terrified." Let's get into review.
Yeah,
Cole.
we can give it a review.
I think this movie sits at a solid 3.
Yeah, 3.
3, probably
maybe even
not even
a 2.5. The issue is with this movie, which we talked about, is it's not even like you can laugh at it the whole time.
No.
Like it's goofy.
You see, Madam Web, I love Madam Web. Not because it's a good movie, because it's a terrible movie. But I'd rank that higher than this Kraven crap, because I'm craving more shit, apparently, while watching this.
I feel bad, because Aaron Taylor Johnson's really trying his best. He's doing all the stunts. He's jacked.
He's trying. He's dehydrated.
He's the best actor in the movie, probably. For sure. Some of the line deliveries were really bad. And at least he was like, I'm still Kraven. I'll give you some lines.
Kraven. Predictions. Is this the first time that we can't predict anything because they're shooting the series? They're taking Old Yeller out back and putting him down?
The Sony universe is apparently dead.
It's dead. And you know what, Cole? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm sad. I'm gonna miss out on El Muerte, my favorite hero villain.
Well, they also, I guess we found out, and which we could talk about in this video, is that they could have used Spider-Man the whole time?
Apparently, it's been available to them. And even Tom Holland's Spider-Man. They could have used literally anybody, any Spider-Man they wanted. They could have brought back Andrew Garfield at any moment and satisfied the fans, of which they'd been crying for, desperately asking for, and he'd been like, yeah, sure, I'll come back if they asked. I guess they never asked.
I guess they couldn't write a story though that Andrew Garfield's a really good. There was no way he's reading Kraven. Oh yeah, I fit in this for sure. There's just no way. The rumor has it.
No, we're gonna get DMCA.
That the first Venom movie did so good without Spider-Man that they were like, you know what? Who needs him?
And that was the worst mistake they could have ever made.
But if they Sony sells Spider-Man back to Marvel, I have no idea what that means for Spider-Verse, who just got a new director apparently, and I don't even know what is left of that movie to be made. I'm sure there's a lot.
Yeah.
That would probably get chopped, and that would just be a meme at this point.
No, I doubt they would cancel Beyond. I doubt that.
I don't know.
But you know what could happen is that if Sony sells Spider-Man back to Marvel, and if it's early enough in the production phase, We could go back from that stupid multiverse Spider-Man 4 back to street
Oh,
level,
yeah.
like
well, I
like
think that's
Kevin
too late.
wanted.
I think it's too late.
Well, I don't know. They've only just started production on it. I guess. It depends on how quickly they decide to sell.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Probably
Unfortunately,
not.
I think they're gonna get their last little cut from that Spider-Man 4 movie.
Yeah, I think we're screwed.
And apparently Tom Holland read the script. He thought it was okay.
I mean, if he says so. He also has his own production company in there, so good for him, I guess.
And Sony?
No, just in general.
Okay. Anyway, what
this movie sucks. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
It's not even good, fun, bad. Go watch Madam Web. That one's good.
It's Morbin time.
Man, I'm craving more muerte.
Oh, I forgot to talk about the plot hole I hated.
Oh.
So there's a giant plot hole in this movie where he tells his name to the people he's about to kill. He's like, I'm Kraven the Hunter. And then he kills him, right? And so then there's a line in the movie where he talks to Calypso. He's like, they call me Kraven, but no one's ever heard that name and lived. But the Rhino gets a leaked video that just straight up says Kraven the Hunter on it, which isn't possible because he killed everyone that he said the name to.
Yeah.
But somehow his dad leaked the video and just knows because that's his son.
Also, Russell Crowe gets eaten by a bear. If you like that video, remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and ring that bell notification so that you find out when we post another video. We'll see you in the next video. Bye! Want me to do it again?